1 assist. It really lowered the bar for me. Man, it was 4 assists a couple games ago.
What do you think will be the key facing off against the Blazers?
Well, the one thing that's important, Kevin,
But we're back. A couple more games with Scoot going against DWade, Mario Chalmers, and the Heat. Yeah, I was off yesterday. I was sick. Well, I've been sick this whole weekend, but feeling a little better today. Yeah, I mean, on Saturday, you could see I was falling asleep, so glad to be feeling better. Oh, shoot. DWade. Oh, behind the back. Whoa, what a pass. Oh, I tipped it. Oh, thought it was our ball. Bummer. Yeah, but had a good weekend watching the Mavs. A couple games Friday and Sunday. Mavs have been my team since, well, forever. Never had another team, so it's happy to see the Mavs doing well. Oh my. Brandon Roy with the 360 alley-oop layup. That's one way to finish a milestone. My goodness. But yeah, I know the Mavericks have been playing really well. I'm glad to see Kyrie doing well. I'm glad to see Luka having success. So I feel like Luka gets disrespected. I mean, people forget he made the conference finals 2 years ago, but because they lost to Golden State, everyone's like, oh, it was a fluke. I mean, what am I supposed to do about that? I don't know. But yeah, it's good to see Luka and Kyrie playing well together, and oh, put it up, B. Roy. Oh, bummer. But yeah, no, Kyrie's been playing well. Good defense, good offense. My thing about Kyrie is I feel like this is the best spot for him. I feel like he's a good 1B player, or at least he can be the best player, but I think he thrives when he's not. But the problem was in Cleveland, like if we're being honest, LeBron's a little bit of a bully and kind of takes over and doesn't really let anyone else do anything when he's on the court. It's like he's got to be in control. And I think in Boston, I think Kyrie thought he wanted to be the main guy, but in the end, he ended up supporting the youngsters a lot and getting them, ready for the big stage. And we see though right now they're in the finals again, right? I mean, Celtics have been doing really well, and I think it has a lot to do with Kyrie kind of supporting them and helping them. But nobody really took over, so he was still the main guy. And then in Brooklyn, I think it was another thing where KD was just too controlling, too much going on, and trying to do too much to where Kyrie just felt left out. And here in Dallas, Luka's the number one guy, and it's obvious. And Luka's always been the number one guy, but Luka doesn't mind getting other people involved. Everyone's like, well, he's ball dominant. Yeah, he's ball dominant, but the ball doesn't often end up with him, right? Whereas like LeBron or Durant, the ball kind of ends up with them, and then then that's where it stops. And so Luka kind of has the mentality of, oh yeah, I don't mind giving up the ball to someone else if they can hold their own. He's just often been on teams where he's far and away the best guy and he has to take the ball. But I mean, we see in these games where he's injured, he's tired, playing hard defense, suffering from an injury, and Kyrie's like, yeah, no, just let me know and I'll take over. And Luka's like, yeah, sounds good. And they kind of play off each other really well. And I think they're both equal, even though Luka, is better than Kyrie at this stage of his career. And I think Kyrie knows that, Luka knows that, but they don't have to talk about it. They know it. And Luka knows if he ever needs someone to take over for a quarter, a half, a game, he's got Kyrie who can get 40 at any point. But it means that they don't both have to be going 100% all the time, and that's what makes them such an incredible combo. So I'm excited to see them against the Celtics, assuming they can get there. And I think Brown and Tatum can defend them, but can Brown and Tatum maintain the offense and the defense is the real question. We've seen Luka and Kyrie be able to maintain the offense and the defense this entire playoffs, but the real question is The real question is can Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown do the same thing? So we'll see. Oh, come on.
They've controlled the boards at both ends of the floor, and that's a big key. However, they've got to cut down.
But I'm just happy to see Stephen A. Smith and all these analysts that have been ripping the Mavericks and Kyrie and Luka for 2-3 years. They're going to have to watch them play in the finals and kind of say, hey, maybe they're not what we thought they were. Ooh. All right, but I think we're 9-8, 10-8, something like that, or 9-9. So we're almost a quarter of the way through the season. No, that was my rebound. Oh, bummer. Hey, how's it going? Got some people in the chat. Yeah, unfortunately, I was sick yesterday, and on Saturday I was falling asleep. I was so sick trying to play. I can't even remember if I won those games I played on Saturday. My goodness, but we'll get it here against DWade and the Heat. Oh, come on! What kind of a? Okay, well, we'll take it. I don't love that shot, but we'll take it. Not a great steal. Not a great steal attempt. Good defense, though. Wow, we already have 10 rebounds. Oh, wow. Why is Andre Miller going to the corner? You can't shoot. Don't wait in the corner if you can't shoot. That's my spot. Let's go inside. Oh, okay. We'll take those. Bro, let me guard my man. Oh, I'm just sleeping. He missed? Oh, just my mere presence is enough defense. My goodness, I wasn't even close to him. Oh, easy. Yes, I'm very happy. I'm very happy the Mavs won Game 3. Every game's been close. It gives you a heart attack every fourth quarter. You're sitting there and, like, we had the lead all game for once, and then we gave it away in the third quarter, and I thought we were going to slip away, but we kept it close, and in the fourth quarter, we were able to take it home. So it was a good game. It was a good game, and I'm excited for the finals. I mean, we're not there yet, but Kyrie's never lost a closeout game in his career in the playoffs, so, and no team that's been up 3-0 has ever lost. So there'd have to be a lot of history for us to not make the finals. So I'm excited, and there's a lot of, oh shoot, that's not what I wanted. There's a lot of good history. I mean, you got Porzingis on the Celtics, who used to be on the Mavericks, and then you've got Kyrie on the Mavericks, who used to be on the Celtics. So it's kind of like a grudge match. Yeah, Kyrie has like been turning it off and turning it on kind of whenever he needs to, because Luka's been injured, right? Like, Luka's been slow and injured, and his knee's not been right, and they've been playing tough defense, and so they're all tired. But Kyrie, whenever they need him to take over, whenever they need Kyrie to take over, he takes over. And in that last game, I mean, they both took over. I mean, they both got 33. So, but like in the fourth quarter, I think Kyrie had like 12 or 14 points. So he's been so good. And like Gafford and Lively, like the big men have been really good. I mean, everybody, all the role players PJ Washington, Derek Jones. I mean, everybody's been playing really well. So,
And here are the Trailblazers. Aldridge.
I'm so open. Why am I so bad at this game? I think part of the problem is I'm shooting long twos, and I think I'm shooting threes, but I'm actually shooting long twos. And my long two percentage is not. Oh, that's not who I wanted to pass to. But yeah, no, I'm hoping we can win game 4. So that we can get a long break before the finals, and hopefully Luka can heal up a little bit so he's not as injured. And Kleba, we got Maxi Kleba in there. I mean, we'll need him for defense, especially if Porzingis starts playing. Having Maxi out there would be great. Ooh, Michael Beasley. All right, 8 seconds. Let's go, Brandon Roy. What is going on? Oof, not great. Well, we'll take a 5-point lead.
The score, 25-20. And now the T-Mobile halftime report.
Are you rooting for the Mavericks, or are you rooting for another team now that Golden State's not in?
Welcome everyone. The second half of this 2K Sports NBA presentation getting underway. We've got quite a battle going on in this one. Here's Miller.
Oh, wow. Well, I was not out long.
7-point differential. On the wing, Brandon Roy. Here's Henderson.
What?
Get it to go. And Miami
Am I just that bad at shooting? It could just be the Hall of Fame difficulty. It's probably a lot more precise on the release time, but my goodness, this is embarrassing. These shots are wide open. Oh, that's good passing, and then it was good passing until it wasn't. What a pass. And wow. I can't get anything going. Nope.
to Beasley. I'm inside. Graceful finish. He's got 6.
Not bad, partner. If he keeps this
Man,
up,
this is the 5-point game. This should be like a 10 to 12-point game with all the wide open shots we've been getting. Look at this. Finally. And it's a long 2. I think the problem is half the time I'm not behind the 3-point line. And so the game registers that as a long 2. And my, long shooting is not as good. Quinn. Who's this guy? I don't even know if I know this guy. Quinn? I've never seen this guy before in my life. Wait, hello? I don't know this player. I've played this game hundreds of hours, and I've never seen this player before in my life.
He's been extremely active out there. He has the
Rooting for the Timberwolves. That's fine. Anthony Edwards. I liked Anthony Edwards in the Denver series, and now I got to go against him. So, I mean, I get it. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we're 11-8. I must have won both those games I played on Saturday, but I really do not remember a lot of them. I was sleeping in a lot of them. My goodness, I was so tired. I just had a cold, and I was, out of it. But I'm guessing we won. So, because we're 11-8. So this will be the 20th game of the season. Who's this Quinn guy? What is Quinn? What? Who the heck is this? Quinn? C. Quinn? I don't know that guy. I have no idea who. C. Quinn. I gotta look when they put the subs in. See who that guy is, because it's not a name I recognize. But yeah, no, the Timberwolves, I mean, they're a fun team. Again, Anthony Edwards is fun to watch. He hasn't been great in this series, but Towns is fun to watch. But again, Towns was, 0 for 8 from 3 in the last game, and is 3 of 24 from 3 in the series. So, I mean, that's been kind of the difference, because all the games have been come on. All the games have been really close, but the difference is a couple threes here and there. Although, yeah, to be fair, last game, the Mavs were plus 15 free throws. I think we scored 15 more points from free throws, and we scored 15 more points from threes too, and we still only won by like 6 points. So I don't know. It just seems like a couple shots go their way, and the Timberwolves could be up 2-1. You know, but the Mavs are just so good at finishing. Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. See Rudy win. Well, it looks unlikely this year, but hey, there's always the Olympics. I mean, the French team will be pretty good in the Olympics, so. Oh, wow. I was out of the game for a long time. But yeah, the Olympics will be fun. You'll get Anthony Edwards against Gobert if they play each other in the Olympics, but I'm trying to think the Mavs. We used to have Frank Chilakina at one point. I don't think we still do, but that could have been a French. I'm pretty sure he was French. I think we had him last season, but he just didn't play super well, so I don't think he's still on the team. So I don't think we have any French connections on the Mavs. We always have a lot of German connections because of Dirk. And then after Dirk, we now have Maxi Kleber. So it's always fun to have the German connection, but no real French connection currently. Oh. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm happy to hear that. We can be on the same side. If it gets to the finals, we can go through for the Mavs together. Yeah, I still have posters on my wall currently from the 2011 championship because I was like in high school or middle school when that happened. And so, yeah, I still have all the posters from there that are like, 10, 15 years old. So I'd like to replace them or add to the collection with some new ones. Okay. Oh. But yeah, it'd be a big year for Dallas. Oh, Chris Quinn. He has an actual picture, but I've never seen this guy in my life. He must be like a deep bench sub that like never plays, but maybe they have some injuries or something. I don't know. But he has the 3 next to his name, right? Like he's a sharpshooter, 3-point shooter. I would assume that I would have seen him before. Like if his 3-point shooting is so high that he has a 3 next to his name, why is this someone that I don't know? Oh, come on. But yeah, it'd be a big year for Dallas if the Mavericks are able to win because the baseball team, the Rangers, won the World Series last year in October, November, and the hockey team, the Stars, are currently in the Western Conference Finals for hockey, and the Mavericks are about to win the Western Conference Finals in basketball. So there's potential that they could win in all 3 sports. Then you just need the Cowboys to win, but that's probably not going to happen because the Cowboys are not that great. But yeah, it's been a good sports year this year. It's been a really good. It's kind of similar to 2011 actually, because in 2011 the Mavericks won the championship and the Rangers got to the World Series and they were really good and they should have won and they didn't. But that was also a really fun sports year for me. So I'm enjoying this year. The sports are good. Plus, when it's all said and done, we'll have the Olympics, which is just always fun. It's fun to have sports in the summer. That's not like baseball. I don't mind baseball, but I like baseball like in August, September when it's like playoffs and it's interesting. Like 162 games a season. Like oh sorry, I'm the point guard. I forgot. I'm used to being the shooting guard. I just can't watch. Little step back. Woo! Luka Doncic in the house. Let's go. Hey, you're not alone. When Kyrie went to the Mavs, I was not a huge fan either. I was like, why are we paying so much to get this guy? Like, I got it that Porzingis or whatever was not great and all this, but it's like we're getting Kyrie. Like, he just seems to have attitude problems. Talking about the earth is flat. Like, he's not playing, stuff like this. Like what are we gonna do? With this guy. And then that last year, like we ended up tanking at the end of the year. We went like 6-18. I mean, we kept our draft pick, which was good. I understand why they did it, because rather than like make the play-in, rather just get the draft pick, and we got Lively with that draft pick. So the fact that we tanked last year was really good, because now we got Derek Lively, and then this year, like, Kyrie and Luka have turned it on defensively, and I think that's really changed the whole team. The whole team has kind of turned it on defensively. But yeah, I was not optimistic about Kyrie and Dallas, especially since back in the day, like after they won the championship in 2011, well, maybe it was 2012, 2013, 2014, somewhere in there, we traded for Rajon Rondo, who came from the Celtics, and he was, kind of a big name point guard, and that did not end well at all. That was an awful experience. I mean, literally in a playoff game, he got an 8-second violation bringing the ball up the court because he was like so mad at Rick Carlisle, the coach, and didn't want to listen to what he had to say, and then got benched for the rest of the playoff series that we lost. And we could have won that series, but we lost like the first 2 games because Rondo wasn't really playing. And so anyway, that was what was going through my head, like Celtics point guard, big name, coming to the Mavericks. That's what was in my head. And then you got all this Kyrie baggage with his flat earth stuff and stuff like that. I was like, I just don't think it's there. But he's been great. He's been like a calm presence. I think it's good for Luka. Luka's like younger, and so it's kind of good for him to have someone with experience to help him out.
Great game. First off, you were very selective on your shots out there. That kind of patience impresses me. I've always stressed the importance of good shot selection. It's nice to see that you don't give away possessions with bad shots. Moving on, you were solid on the boards out there. I really have a lot of respect for players who